ding, ding, ding. The Christmas, the 6 trumpets of Christmas is here. I love it. Nobody is chanting, "We want Taj," the way Tom Thibodeau is chanting it in his heart and in his mind.
I'm going to get them a t-shirt that says "Go to hell," because I can't stand you guys. You guys suck.
Okay.
You guys are the worst.
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
What would I want to be? I'd want to be like the undisputed, like greatest.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
fuck the team.
Man. Fuck
the team.
Let me tell you something. If I hear about an email that you didn't tell me about, I'm going to fucking read you the riot act. You're done, pal. Okay? This is not a joke.
Got you.
Now let's go to Target in the car.
Jason.
Yes.
Merry Christmas, Jason. Merry Christmas to you.
Ding, 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 ding. The Christmas, the 6 trumpets of Christmas is here. I love it. I've never loved. There's nothing I love more. Woo! Feliz Navidad, folks.
All right. So just a little bit of explaining real quick is we were recording for a good 4 or 5 minutes. And in the original take, Jason, when he came on, didn't sound that excited when I told him Merry Christmas.
Don't lie now.
It became a joke about how he was anti-Christmas. So now that we're recording proper, he's just being an asshole and like being super over the top about it.
What are you talking? I love Christmas, as everybody knows. I'm a huge Christmas head. It runs in the family, Shay.
It does run in the family. That's what I was going to ask about. What does Christmas look like at the Concepcion house?
Well, you know this, but some of our listeners might know this. Every year, my mom spends like 3 or 4 days assembling a Christmas village, like a very, very, very elaborate Christmas village.
So elaborate.
Population, legitimately like, I don't know, 200 or 300, maybe more like figurines, like maybe 400 like figurines, dogs, people, shopgoers, etc. And there's like, there's different areas of the Christmas village. There's like the residential district with all the houses. There's like the downtown shopping area. There's an arts and entertainment area with like pubs and a like a circus and a merry-go-round and a zoo and a blimp ride. There's a ski slope that at least last year, I need to really inspect this year's version. I'm going out there this weekend and next week. But at least last year, there was a ski slope that went down the middle of it. So it was like separate. The arts and entertainment district was separated from the shopping district by the ski slope. And there's like a ski lift that goes up to the ski slope. And there's like hockey. And then there's like transportation infrastructure with a train that takes people to and from. And it's extremely elaborate. She has to hire someone basically to come and get the boxes like out of her attic. And then she puts it together over 3-4 days. It's crazy. It's so loud also.
For everybody listening, you're imagining all of these things that Jason is explaining right here, and you're trying to picture it in your head. And I promise you, whatever you have, the image in your head, it's 10% of what this thing actually is. It's unbelievable. It looks like what you would find in a department store inside of a Christmas movie where like all of the toys come to life. That's
exactly right.
Elaborate it is. This is not exactly what it's like at the Serrano household for Christmas. At that one, it's just like 35 Mexicans just all getting blasted. Just so
hell yeah, that sounds fun though.
It's a lot of fun. But we do everything Christmas Eve. You know what I mean? Christmas morning.
That's what we do too. That's what we do. Okay. We do mostly Christmas Eve, and then we leave some stuff for Christmas Day. But my brother, I have nieces and nephews and stuff, and so we'll do like a couple of things on Christmas Eve to just like hold the kids over, and we'll have like a big get together. And then Christmas Day, it's like we can more leisurely go through like the presents. And that way, like the kids aren't waking everybody up at the crack of dawn like I used to do.
Yeah. It's so much fun though. All the different versions of Christmas. So Laramie's from Houston. I'm from San Antonio. And so we have to alternate the holidays, right? So like this year, for example, we did Thanksgiving in Houston and we're doing Christmas here. And then next year it will be reversed. Thanksgiving here, Christmas there. So it's always like this year we had Black Thanksgiving and Mexican Christmas. And then next year will be Mexican Thanksgiving and Black Christmas. And Mexican Christmas and Black Thanksgiving, that's my favorite combination because the food is so good.
Yeah.
At Laramie's house, her mom is an incredible cook. Her dad, an incredible cook. And then the Christmas celebration here in San Antonio, it's just a party for an undetermined amount of hours. Everybody's yelling and screaming and playing various games and drinking various whatevers. And what fun it is, Jason, and I'm so excited.
What's the best Christmas present you ever got?
The best Christmas present I ever got. I'm just going to say the first one that came to mind as soon as you said that. I was the most excited. This is a gift I got in middle school. It was a Reggie Miller basketball jersey.
Wow.
And I wanted it for like a year and a half. And I was begging my parents, please, can I just get this? This is all I want. This is the only thing I want, just a Reggie Miller basketball jersey. And they bought me when I was so excited. Normally they buy like bad versions of things. Like I'll be like, Mom, can I get a whatever? And she's like, yeah, here's this thing, but it's kind of that. Like, can I get AirPods? And she's like, here's some AirPads. And it's like knockoff. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so when I opened the jersey, it was a bad one. It was not the right one. But it was so small. It was so incredibly small. You know, this is like 1995 or whatever. Yeah. You want the big size 48 jersey that everybody was wearing.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. You want to like put it on over a hoodie, like that size.
That's right.
And she got me, it was like for a 7-year-old. It was so tight on my body. And the Indiana name was so small, and the Miller name was so small, and the number was like as big as your fist, 31, as big as your fist. And I didn't even care. I did not even care. I wore it to school. Everybody made fun of me, and it didn't matter because that was my fucking guy, Reggie Miller. What's your best Christmas present? And then we'll start the show.
Eventually, like a guitar. But the Christmas, so a guitar, that was awesome. It was my stepdad's like electric guitar. But the Christmas before that, I was like, not even dropping hints. I was like, I want to play guitar. I want a guitar. And I didn't get one. And I was like the biggest like TV show brat. I was like, get this out of here. I hate this thing. It's stupid.
She spent all her money on the decorations.
Well, what made it equal, you know, like obviously I was thrilled the following Christmas. That said, like, here's what made it infuriating. It was Steve, my stepdad's like old guitar. Like it cost them nothing. They could have given it to me that year and my reign of terror would not have happened.
You weren't ready though. They knew. They knew better.
That's wrong. That's incorrect. They just misread. They misread the issue. But I made it like terrible for them. I was like, I just was like getting like, I forgot even what I got. I think I got like a baseball hat and I got like a Knicks jersey. I was like, stupid. Dumb. Dumb. It's dumb.
I wish I could have seen that. I can't play this. I can't play Stairway to Heaven on a jersey.
It's cold out.
I'm glad you're not behaving like that anymore.
Yeah.
We should start the show, Jason. Right, you want to start the show? This special version, this special edition. Let's start it up from Wondery. I'm Shea Serrano.
And I'm Jason Concepcion.
And this is the Christmas Day episode of Six Trophies.
Ho! I'm Jason Concepcion, and welcome to Six Trophies, a podcast series hosted by myself and Shea Serrano, in which normally we comb through all the NBA news from the past week and hand out 6 pop culture themed trophies for 6 basketball-related activities. But for this very special episode, we're in the holiday spirit. We're feeling just so generous. And we're giving gifts to every single NBA team. One team, one gift. Let's hand out some gifts.
First up, the Atlanta Hawks Jason, you know what I'm giving the Atlanta Hawks, Jason?
What are you
Here's
giving
the
them?
gift I'm giving them. A 7-day unlimited New York Metro card for Trae Young because he fucking owns the New York Knicks.
So you're only getting him a 7-day Metro card?
Yeah, 7 days. That's it. That's all the time you want to spend in New York. You don't want to be there.
How dare you?
You don't want to be
How
there.
dare
longer.
you?
Did you see my guy Trae Young playing dice at center court after
I
he
did see
eliminated
that.
y'all?
I did see that. That was tough to
my
watch. But to the winner the spoils. That's
Yes,
what they
sir.
say in this world. I saw. I don't know if you saw that. Isaiah Hartenstein was asked to react to that, and he said that wouldn't have happened under him. And I love the sentiment, but come on, what were you going to do? You gonna like hit him over the head with a chair and then gets nobody?
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
That's not going to happen. Next up, the Boston Celtics.
Mm-hmm. What are you giving him?
I am going to give. I'm going to give the Boston Celtics a life-size nativity set for Joe Mazzulla. It's his favorite time of year. This is his favorite time of year. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, probably the big three in his life. That's the only big three that matters. Well, that and the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost also. I'd love to ask Joe Mazzulla.
Mm-hmm. Who's the bigger three?
Which is the bigger three? Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, or the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost? It's very tough, but I think he will appreciate it like no other.
He absolutely would. What a great gift! What a thoughtful gift to give my favorite NBA weirdo for the Brooklyn Nets, Jason. For the Brooklyn Nets, I'm giving everybody on the team season tickets to the New York Liberty, so you can go see what championship basketball looks like. That's how it's supposed to look right there. Go watch some winners. It's bad in Brooklyn.
It's not great. For the Charlotte Hornets, the wonderful and the confusing Charlotte Hornets, I am going to get some wet nappies, some towels for Eric Collins, who is always sounding like he is in the throes of ecstasy that maybe shouldn't be aired on broadcast. The guy goes, I mean, when he's calling games, it's like, oh my God. It's like, Eric, chill out. Kids are listening to this. You got to calm down.
I think don't chill out. I think go even harder, Eric. You never know what's going to happen when you're listening to when you're watching a Charlotte Hornets game. If he's the guy talking, forget about it. He's going to scream something outrageous. All right, Chicago Bulls. Chicago. Oh, God, this one, I had a different gift before, and then I had to change it, coincidentally enough, after they played Charlotte, because, as you like to say, Chicago Bulls legend, Taj Gibson sitting on the bench. They're playing the game. All of a sudden, it's a final few seconds of the game, last minute, we haven't seen Taj, and the crowd just starts chanting, "We want Taj. We want Taj." And sure enough, he gets up and goes in there. This is, I think, just a great moment for basketball, great moment for Taj Gibson. Just shows you the kind of guy he is. A lot of people would have been like, to hell with it, I'm not going out there. But he gets up and he goes out there, everybody loses their mind because he's Taj Gibson, beloved Chicago Bull. Because of that, I'm giving everybody in Chicago a Taj Gibson jersey.
You know, the only person who didn't like it.
Too small like my Reggie Miller jersey, though. That's the catch here. That's the catch.
The only person that didn't like it was probably Tom Thibodeau, who jealously guards his Taj Gibson nostalgia like no other. You know that nobody is chanting "We want Taj" the way Tom Thibodeau is chanting it in his heart and in his mind. Next up, the Cleveland Cavaliers. I am giving the Cleveland Cavaliers the thing they already got. I'm giving Donovan Mitchell Juan Soto to the Mets for Christmas. Christmas came early for Donovan Mitchell, whose dad works for the Mets and is a huge Mets fan, and he got it. He got it, folks. Juan Soto on a $700 million plus deal to the New York Metropolitans. Merry Christmas, Donovan.
Is that what Mets stands for? Metropolitans?
The Metropolitans, yes.
What? That's a horrible name. That's terrible. That's terrible. The Metropolitans? The New York Cities.
But like they shorten it to Mets. Isn't
That's
Mets
bad. Mets sounds cool, but I thought it was a different thing than
No, but this is like when somebody
like it.
has like a punchy name and then you hear the whole name and it's like, oh, my name is Xanderophilus, but people call me Z. And you're like, oh, well, that's why people call you Z. But this is just what that's like. Metropolitan, I think it's cool.
Now I need to know what Zuri is short for. That's short. That's got to be short for something. There's no way that's a normal name. Zuri, turn your mic on. What is Zuri short for? Zuralopoulos?
Zuralopoulos. It's actually just Zuri. I wish, you know what's funny? I wish I had more nickname potential. I only get Z. I get Zoo.
Zoo is good. Zoo is good.
Who's good?
Who's calling you Zoo?
LA, what about this? The LA Zoo.
Oh, you're never gonna team. That's the name. Yeah, Zoo was like my high school.
It's like when you were really into skateboarding, they were calling you Zoo.
Yeah.
For the Dallas Mavericks, you know what I'm going to give the Dallas Mavericks, Jason? I'm going to give them a phone number to a guy, and you dial this number, and that guy will show up to your game, and he'll get Lou Dort, tie him up, and throw him in the trunk of a car for the entirety of the game. So you don't have to watch Lou Dort terrorizing Luka, just knocking them all around. You get the whole game. He'll keep him in the trunk the whole game. A bonus gift for Mavericks fans. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get them a T-shirt that says "Go to hell" because I can't stand you guys. You guys suck.
Okay.
You guys are the worst.
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
Next up, the Denver Nuggets. For the Denver Nuggets, who are witnessing yet another incredible season from their star and lead equestrian, Nikola Jokic. For the Denver Nuggets, I am getting some bubble wrap, some human-sized bubble wrap for Jamal Murray so that he can be healthy and well for the stretch run and give Nikola Jokic some relief. My guy is like carrying a titanic load. He's getting some help from Russell Westbrook and others, but my guy needs that pick and roll partner. He needs that 2-man game partner with Murray. We need to get that guy back on the court healthy. And so the Denver Nuggets, let's wrap that guy up in bubble wrap and let's see it. Because I just want to see another run with those guys.
Let me ask you a question. This is like a philosophical thing here, Jason. Mm-hmm. You have to choose between being one of these two things. You can either be the Joker right now, putting together what everybody in the world who watches basketball is acknowledging as just an unbelievable, like, holy shit.
Season.
Holy shit. Yeah. You got to talk about the Joker. You can be that, but your team sucks. Or you're like kind of okay and you make it to the Western Conference Finals.
What would I want to be? I'd want to be like the undisputed, like, greatest.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
fuck the team.
Man. Fuck
the team.
There's no I in team, and that's the problem with that. Because I am me. And I can only live one life, and that's mine. I can't live for all these other idiots out here. I can only do the thing that I'm doing, which is be the goddamn best. And if you can't raise your level to my level, this is what Jokic should say to every single guy on the team. And if you can't raise your level to my level, then fuck y'all. I'm going for mine.
One of the years when I was coaching, this is like my first or second year of coaching, and I was trying to do like all of the motivational speeches or whatever to like get the kids ready to go. And I did there's no I in team, that thing. Mm-hmm. Like, just like I said it sincerely. It wasn't like a joke. I was trying to like prove a point because the kids weren't doing what they needed to do. There's no I in team, blah, blah, blah. And then one of the kids just from the like back of the group, there is if you say it in Spanish, because it was a soccer team. And I was like, oh, fuck. You got me. You got me. All right, Jose, go ahead. Keep doing what you're doing, I guess. Next up, the Detroit Pistons.
Yes.
You know what I'm going to give the Detroit Pistons? I'm going to give them a nationwide digital ad billboard campaign that's just reminding people, letting them know, hey, the Detroit Pistons, they don't suck anymore. I know they used to suck. They used to be horrible and terrible, but they're fun now. Come back. They got basketball in Detroit.
10-16. That's like a normal bad team.
That's great for Detroit.
That's really, really good.
That's great for Detroit.
I would just I would add on that digital ad and billboard campaign. I would be like, it was all Monty's fault. Look at him. He left and we're good now, or better than we were. And I would just lay everything at his feet. Like his picture would be the biggest picture, and it would be like him frowning with the record from last year, and then
like
everybody smiling, and with the record from this year.
Monty Williams wants to take away your guns. Just all.
For the Golden State Warriors, I'm gonna get Steve Kerr a notepad with a little pen with like a little fuzzy top. You know, with that little like that little like those. Like the hair from a gnome, the gnome doll with how like those, you ever see those little pink pens with the pink hair that comes up from the top?
The pen that Cher has in Clueless.
The pen that Cher has in Clueless. The pen that what's her name has in Gone Girl. And a compass for Steve Kerr so that he can pick what direction he wants the team to go in and write down a lineup that he can stick to. It's kind of, I gotta say that it was kind of working for a while, but having like a 13-man rotation. But at this point, Podziemski struggling a little bit. I think it's time to figure out like who's in and who's out. Steve Kerr. Make a fucking decision. Let's go.
Make a decision.
Come on, man.
Doing? Come on, Cher Horowitz. I haven't rewatched Gone Girl in a long time. Gone Girl's fucking good. Amy Dunn. That's her name, right?
Yeah.
One of the all-time great villains. Amy Dunn should have dated Commodus from Gladiator. That's a power couple right there.
I think she probably would have had him killed or something.
So fast he would have been dead.
And then she would be Empress.
Next up, the Houston Rockets. For the Houston Rockets, I'll tell you what they need. This is a player-specific gift. This is going to Dylan Brooks. I'm going to give Dylan Brooks for his Christmas present a hug, because he just seems like he needs a hug. Calm down, Dylan. It's going to be okay. It's going to be fine.
You know what I'm going to get?
You remember?
Well, no, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No,
you go.
You know what I would get? I'm gonna get them a present as well, because I like what they're doing. I'm gonna get them a star, folks. They don't have it. I watched them against at the NBA Cup semis against the OKC Thunder. Incredible defensive team, the Houston Rockets.
Great,
long, physical, annoying. They never give you a moment's peace. They're up in your jersey, they're grabbing you, they're elbowing you, they're jawing you, you're the whole thing. Here's the only thing that's missing. An actual guy. Like a real guy who could score on a real superstar level. They just don't have it, like Dylan Brooks ends up taking a bunch of shots down the stretch. He's not the guy you want taking those shots, but what other choice do you have? Şengün, like him. I like him a lot, and maybe he eventually becomes a guy, but he's not a guy right now. Jalen Green, he's Filipino. I can't say anything bad about him, but I will say that he can't put a team on his shoulders for like a quarter or a half or a whole game. That's the thing that they need. They're that player away from doing something real.
They're that player away from being the OKC Thunder, because that was what happened in the game. They're evenly matched. This is just like we're wrestling in the mud right now.
Yeah.
And then that moment happens when it's like, we have SGA. Who do you got? Fred VanVleet. Oh, shit. Yeah. All right. Now we're down by 13 all of a sudden. What the hell happened? That's a great call. As I was talking about the gift for Dylan Brooks and the hug thing, I was reminded of in Above the Rim. Do you remember in Above the Rim when the three are riding around in the car? It's Marlon Wayans and Avon Barksdale.
Yeah.
And he's like messing. Zuri, can you play the part in Above the Rim where Marlon Wayne tells Avon Barksdale he needs a role model or a hug or something? It's great.
Did you motherfuckers see that? I'm a motherfucking soldier, you know what I'm saying? I drive. I think you need a role model. A hug or something.
Great movie.
For the Indiana Pacers, I'm going to get the Indiana Pacers a Blu-ray compilation of their team this time last year when Tyrese Halliburton was looking like he would be the talk of the league, superstar track, MVP trajectory potentially. Now they've kind of stabilized a little bit at 12 and 15, but at 12 and 15, you have to say it's been a disappointment. Tyrese has been up and down, but mostly down. There's been some injuries in there, but they've got to rediscover the thing that they had last season when they were just running up and down on people. Tyrese dishing out assists everywhere and just blazing from beyond the arc. They got to find that again.
I like that. I like that gift. Next up, the Los Angeles Clippers. You know what I'm going to give them? This has never made sense to me from the beginning. Let's go ahead and fix it now. I want to give them, they have the wall where they like try to distract the opposing team during their free throws. But they only have one of them behind one basket, so they only get to distract them during half the game. Let's go ahead and gift them another wall on the other side, so you could do it the whole game. Just, what are we doing? You got two sides. You switch sides at halftime, right? I
agree with you. Now is not the time to save money and only get one wall. Get both walls. You get Steve Ballmer's like the 9th richest guy in the world. Get 2 walls. What are we doing? Why are we skipping on fan walls?
Get more walls.
What's up? Build the wall, as Steve Ballmer likes to say. For the Los Angeles Lakers. No, tell me. What were you going to say?
That's the other Monty Williams political side. Monty Williams wants to build the wall because it's a different wall. It's a different wall.
For the Los Angeles Clippers co-tenants in Los Angeles and former co-tenants in the same building, the Los Angeles Lakers. I am going to get the Los Angeles Lakers a spa day for JJ Redick and because he needs to fucking relax. One of my favorite things right now, and we predicted this, and we are always right, that JJ Redick was absolutely going to win the post games, and he has been. There's a clip recently where the Lakers lost, and JJ was asked something about why they couldn't defend something or other, and he just grunted and then frowned really intensely and stared into the middle distance, and he's trying to figure out a way that he can solve all the problems the Lakers have, but he knows he can't do it. He just looks absolutely tortured. So I'm going to get him a spa day because he needs to fucking relax. I mean, a spa day, you're going to get him the scalp treatment. We're going to get him the facial treatment. We're going to get him the hot stones. We're going to get him the foot exfoliant treatment, the whole thing. And I'm going to get him a time machine so he can go back in time and not coach the Lakers and tell himself to not take the job. This was a fucking mistake. He
think so?
He looks so sad.
I don't think he would take you up on that one. I think he would. Okay. I think he's loving it.
I don't know. He looks like a tortured dude right now.
Yeah, maybe. Next up, the Memphis Grizzlies. For the Memphis Grizzlies, I want to give them a stolen from Boston, a championship ring from Marcus Smart.
Oh,
he should have one. He should have one. He should have one, and I'm sick of anybody saying that he shouldn't. I don't know that I've never heard anybody say he shouldn't have it. But if they were to say it, I wouldn't like it. Give Marcus Smart a championship ring. Give him Porzingis his ring. I don't care. Take it from Porzingis. Here you go, Marcus. You deserve this more than Porzingis. He didn't even play.
Oh, come on. I do feel bad for the guy. It's gotta feel really, really shitty, doesn't it? It's like the
they're gonna go back to back. You gotta watch them go back to back now. Yeah.
It's like the drummer that quit the Beatles and then they became the Beatles. Would you feel absolute dog shit? You were like, I can't did I really just quit the Beatles? And now I'm a photographer in Germany and the Beatles are legitimately the Beatles? What have I done?
Yeah. Give him his ring. That's the Christmas gift from Memphis.
For the Miami Heat.
I am curious about this one.
I am getting a sit down meeting
Okay.
that I'm going to schedule between Jimmy Butler's agent, Bernie Lee, and ESPN insider Shams Charania. Those two
Explain it.
have been fucking going at it hammer and tongs over the last couple of weeks. And this is not the first time. Shams posted some sort of report that the Heat are open to looking to maybe move. They're going to listen to offers for Jimmy Butler. And Bernie Lee, basically Jimmy Butler's agent, basically came in hot on social media, accused Shams of making up the report in the most insulting language possible, called him a liar. And again, this is not the first time. It's been going on for a few years now. I don't know. I have no idea what happened between Bernie Lee and Shams, but clearly there's some severe animosity there, and those two need to work it. Let's work it out, guys. Come on.
Let's work it out. It's the holiday season.
Holiday season. Let's put it together. Come on.
For the Milwaukee Bucks, Jason. Oh, I want to give Doc Rivers a copy of the book I Blame Myself, but Also You by Spencer Fleury. That's the gift for the Milwaukee Bucks because, man, it did not work out the way it was supposed to work out. And Doc is very quick to point out all of the ways it is his fault, but really all the ways it's not his fault. And I love that about Doc Rivers. Here's a book perfect for you. That's how you give a good gift, Jason. This is for you.
Yeah.
You're going to enjoy this.
They've kind of figured something out. They're playing better.
Mm-hmm.
Dame has picked it up. Chris Middleton is not scoring, but he's doing a lot of other stuff, and his plus minus has looked good. And I gotta say, man, at the Cup, Giannis was. I had not seen him. This is the second time seeing him in person. He is insane.
Yeah.
It's insane watching. If he can take one step, if you give him any kind of momentum, he's just getting to the rim and scoring. It's uncanny the way he can get to the rack. It's unbelievable. And there's guys bouncing off of him. Amazing player.
He was one of the players who, in these last few years, was on my list of I got to go see this guy in person at least once. And we went and we watched him when they came to San Antonio. And yeah, in person, as you're saying, it's just looks like a different thing that's out there. Like you're on a spaceship with an alien that's hunting you.
For the Minnesota Timberwolves, I'm going to get their fans one of those little stress ball men. You know those little stress balls that
Yes.
you squeeze them in the ball?
Yes, I do.
And this is so they can handle the Julius Randle experience. It's been tough, hasn't it, guys? It's been weird, right? Here's the thing that you don't understand unless you're watching Julius Randle game in, game out. You look at the numbers, you go, this guy's good, right? He's an all-star, threat to be on an all-NBA team every single year. He's good. Strong, sturdy, bully ball type player, But what's the downside? Here's the downside. The guy dribbles he's pounding that shit. There's guys open. You've got Anthony Edwards roaming the perimeter. You want to get him the ball. You can't because Julius Randle's fucking pounding it. It's staring at the rim. And then he gets whatever. He thinks he got fouled and now he's moping and looking at the ref and not getting back on defense. You just got burned on a defensive play. All the Timberwolves players are gather around. They're putting their hands together and saying something inspiring. And there's Julius. He's lurking on the sideline. He looks upset. He looks unhappy. He looks here's the thing with Julius. He comes to the games with a demeanor he just got off a shift, at the factory. And this is his second job or third job. And he's doing it, but he's also really, really tired. And that can be tough to deal with. I understand it, Timberwolves fans. I empathize. I went through it.
I like that gift. Next up, the New Orleans Pelicans. This is a player-specific gift that I'm giving out. Once again, this one is going to my boy, Jose Alvarado.
Ooh.
My favorite thief in the NBA. As such, I'm giving him a copy of the movie Thief, starring James Caan, the 1981
Great movie.
heist masterpiece. If you liked the movie Drive, starring Ryan Gosling, go watch this one because you're going to see they just stole every single thing from this movie. It's so fucking good. It's so good.
Michael Mann, baby, in his bag for the New York Knicks. Gosh, what to get the New York Knicks? You know, here's the thing that they really need.
What do they need?
I'm going to get the New York Knicks Wolverine's healing factor for Mitchell Robinson. Listen, I don't know if Mitchell Robinson is the answer. Obviously, defensively, the Knicks have had their issues. They can't protect the rim. This is not Karl Anthony Towns' fault, who is like completely revolutionized their offense, but the issues are on the defensive end. Mikal Bridges looked good last game against Orlando, but generally has been just okay, which is not okay for a guy that you send out 5 first-rounders for. So here's what I want to do. I want to heal up Mitchell Robinson so he can play more than 35 games a fucking season, and he can get in there and protect the rim. And maybe, you know, one of the great offensive rebounders actually in league history on a permanent basis. And I would love to see him out there again so that Tom Thibodeau can play once again the way he dreams of playing, which is this tough, gritty, every possession matters type of basketball.
Next up, the Oklahoma City Thunder. The gift that I'm giving them, Jason, requires a little bit of explanation. Because the way that this works is when we were putting this episode together, Zuri, as he always does, put like a research doc together, and he was like, here's a bunch of possible gift ideas for all these teams. A tremendous amount of work went into this thing. He had like 5 to 10 gifts for every team. And as I was going through, I was looking at him, I got to Oklahoma City Thunder. Let's see what Zuri had to say for this one. And one of the suggestions on here was a 3-pack of Skims tube socks for SGA.
Okay.
And I didn't know why. There was a link. I clicked on the link. It just took me to the socks. But the socks looked comfortable. So I ended up ordering some for myself. I just bought some. But I wanted to ask Zuri why was this one of the options for SGA?
Well, he's a Skims spokesperson, and tube socks are like the cliche Christmas gift. And I just put those two things together. And as you're saying this, I'm looking at the socks too, and I might have to get these too. I think we're washed, Shay. Everyone socks.
Listen, I'm a socks guy. All right. When I was growing up, we had this thing at my house. I hated it. I hated it so much. It was called the sock basket. And whenever somebody would do laundry, they would just take whatever socks were in there and throw them into the basket. So each morning when you're getting ready for school, you have to dig through this basket of mismatched socks that could have been on anybody's feet. Like they were like I'm a 6th grader and I'm putting on socks that were on my dad's feet or my mom's feet. The elastic is all stretched out because they've got bigger legs than I do. I'm wearing fucking baggy socks to school. I hated it. I hated the sock basket so much. So when I got older and I was no longer poor, after I didn't be poor anymore. Thank you. I just started buying socks. I buy socks every month, Jason. Every month. Every month, Jason, I buy a new thing of socks. I go to Dick's Sporting Goods. I get a 6-pack of socks from Nike. They're like $28 every single month. And I wear those 6 pair of socks for the month, you know, 1 per day. And then usually, you know, I wear 1 twice in a week. And then I wash them and then I do it again. And then at the end of the month, I throw them away and I buy a new pair of socks. That's what I do.
Oh, I love it. Why did you shouldn't you hand them down to somebody? Like have like a sock hand-me-down system? A sock system?
No, I don't want to give my sons their own version of a sock basket. I'll buy them some socks too. They need some socks, I give them some socks. But they're much less particular because they do their own laundry. So they control their own socks. They're not like moving around the house. Fuck the sock basket. Okay. I hated it.
Okay. All right. For the Orlando Magic, For the Orlando Magic, I'm going to get them, you know, it's hard to really understand what to get them. I'm going to get them Theraguns because of the injuries that they've sustained. But here's the thing. Does a Theragun work on an oblique? I'm just going to say this to Franz Wagner and Paolo Banchero, who are both out with torn obliques, which is, for those of you who aren't intensely focused on your muscles, this is your abs. It's abs.
An oblique is
How
an
do
ab?
you hurt your abs? Here's how you hurt your abs. You start working them out.
Mhm.
I just want to say this to Franz and Paolo. Stop working out your fucking abs. Stop
No
it.
more crunches. No more crunches.
It doesn't matter. Look at some of the best players we have in our league. Nikola Jokic,
Mm-hmm.
Luka Doncic.
Mm-hmm.
You think these guys have abs? You think Kevin Durant has abs? You think Kevin Durant cares about his abs, his fucking core? He doesn't care. Kevin Durant's never lifted a weight. You guys are working on your core too much, and you made your abs too strong, and now they're tearing away. They're tearing themselves because they're too strong.
Yeah, it's your
Stop.
fault. It's your fault you got
Yeah,
injured.
it's your fault. Stop working your abs.
For the Philadelphia 76ers, the gift I'm giving them. This is a gift for Tyrese Maxey. Just a San Antonio Spurs jersey. Come to San Antonio, Tyrese. We're building something special over here. We're going the opposite direction of the Philadelphia 76ers. It's falling apart.
Holy
It's falling
shit.
apart in Philly. Come join us. Come join Area 51. We need another scorer. Come be that for us. Come on, Tyrese.
I love it. The Phoenix Suns. They looked promising to start the season. Everyone was a little bit surprised, and now, things have they've come back to earth a little bit, but that's okay. For the Phoenix Suns, I'm getting Kevin Durant a Blue Sky account. Listen, Kevin, I get it. It's a real drag to stake out a new social media space after you've invested all this time in Twitter, now known as X. And it's been, this is not groundbreaking in any way, but Kevin Durant, you are one of the greatest posters ever. No one is, certainly in the athlete space, nobody is posting to social media like you.
Nobody.
You just have the heat all the time.
You're the LeBron of social media.
Bring it to Blue Sky. In fact, stretch it out a little bit. You certainly have the ability to hire a social media team that can you post to one social media account and then they distribute it out so it also gets posted to these other social media accounts under your name. Let's start spreading out a little bit, because I think X might be on the downside, or at least it's changing in ways that aren't great. And let's get you somewhere else. Let's get you to other places so that and I mean this, important message, your important social media voice can continue to ring out like a bell in the darkness. Come to Blue Sky, Kevin Durant.
Yes.
Come to Instagram, come to TikTok, come to all the ones.
All of them. Go to them all. We need you. For the Portland Trailblazers, this is not a joke. This is
Okay.
totally a fact. Forgot the Portland Trailblazers were in the NBA still, so I didn't get them a gift. I forgot about it. And so much like what you do if you're at the Christmas party and you see a nephew walk in or a niece and you're like, fuck, I forgot that they were going to be here. I didn't get them a gift. So I reach into my pocket and give you a $20 bill. To the Portland Trailblazers, you get a $20 bill.
Ooh.
Here you go, just some cash. Good luck. I hope this helps some sort of way. 10 games under 500. It's super. I've seen a couple of Trailblazers basketball games. I didn't have that great of a time watching it, so I haven't watched it anymore. Forgot they were in the league. Forgot. I'm sorry.
Wow. That was, what a brutal fucking own to the Portland Trailblazers.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys. For the Sacramento Kings of the NBA, I was watching, one of the most fun watches I've had recently is Starting Five on Netflix, which featured, Mr. Sabonis. From the Sacramento Kings. Domas Sabonis, son of NBA legend, basketball legend, Lithuanian legend Arvydas Sabonis. Ironically, of the Portland Trailblazers. I am going to get Domas Sabonis a Zillow listing of real estate that is actually in Sacramento. I'm sorry, Domas, but I'm watching Starting Five, and your house is in fucking Napa. You don't live in Sacramento. That doesn't look like Sacramento or the suburbs of Sacramento. That looks like Napa to me. Okay? That looks like wine country to me. Embrace your city, man. Get in there. Get in the city limits. Get inside Sacramento. Get in the suburbs somewhere. Darren Fox lives in the city. The old kings of Vladi and Peja, they used to live in the city. Get in there. Get out of Napa, where all the Silicon Valley freaks and the wine aficionados live. Get in to Sacramento. Live there.
For people who don't live in California, Jason, how far away is Napa from Sacramento?
It's really close.
Is it?
It's close. Yeah,
Oh.
it's like it's like the next thing over.
But how many minutes of a drive do you think?
Oh, it's like an hour and a half or something.
Oh, that's too far. That's like me living in Austin.
I agree. Get close. Get in the city. Get in there.
Does he have a helicopter? Do you think he... Is that how he gets to work?
No, I don't. That's interesting. He might have like a driver, although he seems like a I drive myself kind of guy. It's probably closer than I think too. It's probably like 40 minutes max, maybe where he lives. But I just think he should. I think you got to embrace that city. You're 13-13. You're a 500 team right now. Like, let's really like embrace the Sacramento of it all and get inside the city limits.
How much money would you have to make per year before you hired a full-time driver? Just always be there to drive you wherever.
Ooh. I probably do in the millions. Like if I was making like double digit millions, then I would 100% like hire my friends to just do stuff. I'd be like, you're my assistant and driver.
Mhm.
You make this much. So
10
it
million.
would be 10 million. If I was making 10 million a year, I would hire one of my friends to be like, you drive me around and answer my emails and just arrange my day.
Got it.
Does that sound like I'll pay you like way too much money. Does that sound like a good deal? Good. Let's do it.
How much would you pay your driver if you're making $10 million a year?
I don't know, like 175?
Holy shit.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't know.
I'll do it. I'll do it. If you get to 10,
Okay.
I'm coming. I'm on the way.
No, but it would be one of the, it'd be like on call too. It'd be like, hey, if I miss
that's
an
fine.
email, like I am fucking, let me tell you something. If I hear about an email that you didn't tell me about, I'm going to fucking read you the riot act and you're done, pal. Okay? This is not a joke.
Got you.
Now let's go to Target in the car.
I would drive my car right off that bridge like Cameron Diaz and Vanilla Sky. It's her and Tom Cruise. Next team. Oh, my beloved San Antonio Spurs. For the San Antonio Spurs, what I would like to give them, obviously I want to give them a championship, but let's say that's off the board. I don't want to do that. Since we're just giving regular gifts, I'm giving everybody on the team and everybody in San Antonio a copy of the movie Signs, the Alien movie.
Oh, swing away.
Because of I just love the nickname Area 51. I have no idea who came up with it. This is a nickname for Castle and Wemby together. And his whole thing is like he's the alien. That's the marketing thing around Nike. Zuri didn't play the music. On Christmas Day, he missed the music. God damn it, Zuri. It's too late. Golly. During the Spurs segment, you knew I was going to say his name. But yes, Area 51, great nickname. I don't know who came up with it, but it rules. And it just makes me happy every time somebody says it. It's great. So you all get a copy of the movie Science, my favorite alien movie of all time.
Can I say something about the Spurs?
Please.
I love the City Edition logo.
Oh, they're so good.
The branding,
They're
the
so good.
uniforms, the colors. I think they're fucking awesome. Now, like, listen, the silver and black is iconic and classic.
Mm-hmm.
But I would not be mad if they went to the City Editions for a full season or a couple of seasons.
They look
I just
so
think
good.
they look so good.
I
They
bought
look awesome.
when we went to the game, whatever the most recent game was that we went to, I bought it's like a cream colored, almost like a rugby shirt with the
Yeah.
white collar and then the hat and the like corduroy hat. Man, their city, they killed that. They killed that
They
shit.
killed it. I absolutely love it. Oh gosh, for the Toronto Raptors, I don't know what the laws are in Canada, but I'm going to get the Toronto Raptors a name change application from the local government for Grady Dick. Now listen, I understand. I understand the name is this a family name, and it's important to, Dick Senior and Dick grandfather and all the Dick, predecessors that have passed this amazing and important name down to young Grady. But I think it's becoming a little bit of a distraction now.
Tiny bit.
It's too much with it's every time with the Dick. And let's focus on the basketball. Because he's picked it up. He's been playing okay this season. Like, he's had some breakout games, but every time it's like Dick, 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 Dick. And enough. I think we're taking away from the product now, and let's just change his name to something else. Grady Penis.
For the Utah Jazz, my last gift I'm giving out. Do you remember the part in the movie Major League when they're listing off all of the players who are going to be on the roster? And the people, and then they're showing like a montage of people reacting to it. And the construction worker goes, "Who are these fucking guys?" You remember that?
Yeah.
Zuri, can you have that clip, Zuri? Can you play that?
Ricky Vaughn, Willie Hayes. I never heard of most of them. Mitchell Friedman. Who are these fucking guys?
That's how I felt when I was reading through the roster for the Utah Jazz. Who are these fucking guys? So I didn't know what to get them. So I just got a Roblox gift card. I don't know.
Roblox is fun.
Roblox.
Awesome.
I started playing Roblox with my youngest son. He really likes it. I have no idea what we're doing in the game, but he's always like, "Dad, come here. Come over here by me." And then I walk by wherever he is, and he just like fucking picks me up and throws me across the screen somewhere, or he like traps me in a microwave and cooks me. I have no idea what's going on in Roblox.
Roblox is like incredible.
He gets so excited.
That they didn't have I'm glad they didn't have Roblox when I was a kid, because I absolutely would have been in Roblox, like cooking you in the microwave. Like, all the time.
He's super into it. So, here you go. Roblox gift cards for everybody. Have fun with your Robux. I hope you buy a cool avatar hat or whatever.
Finally, for the Washington Wizards of the District of Columbia, our nation's capital, I am getting Jordan Poole those sticky gloves that you use like to open jars and stuff? I'm getting Jordan Poole those sticky gloves that you use to open jars and stuff, because he needs to get a fucking grip. Jordan. My guy. What's going on? What's happening? Every time I see your name, and I watch too much Wizards, we know this already, but every time I see your name pop up in like social media, national media, it's always bad. The latest, you shaking Peyton Pritchard, pointing at him and pointing at him so long that the Celtics defense managed to stabilize, and somebody came over and rotated, and you had to pass up the shot.
Yeah, you get no shot.
Get it? What's going on? Are you good? Like, let's just get it together and play just like normal fucking basketball. Can we do that? Because like there was a point in time where you were scoring like 20 points a game.
Yeah, he was good.
And helping a very good team get to the finals and win the finals. That guy's in there somewhere. But there's too much nonsense happening right now. And I'll just say it. You seem like a guy that's not getting enough sleep. Are you getting enough sleep? Because I really worry about these decisions and I just think you need to get a grip. So like, let's pull it together, because you can really, this team can rally around you, and you can be that guy as a guy who's gone to the mountaintop, but you just got to stop doing this crazy shit, because it's insane what's happening.
It's insane. Get a grip is hilarious. We did it again, Jason. Another perfect episode.
Hey, whoa.
Our first ever Christmas gift episode on Christmas Day. What dedication we're showing by recording it on Christmas Day. We did not record this 2 weeks early. We got up on Christmas morning and recorded it. Zuri produced it quickly and put it out. We did it again. I can't believe it. Let's get out of here. We close every episode just by saying the names of underappreciated old basketball players with no context at all, while the theme music carries us out. Zuri, can you play some more Christmassy music instead of the normal theme music, please? There it is. I'm Shea Serrano. That's Jason Concepcion. Producer Zuri in the shadows making the noises. See y'all next week. Jason, I'm doing Santa's reindeer.
Okay.
Dasher, my boy Dasher.
I'm doing holiday themed basketball players. Drew Holiday.
Great. How about Dancer? Dancer, come on down.
Hey, how about Drew's brother Justin? Justin Holiday.
I hope he's got a lot of brothers. Next up for me, Prancer.
Well, listen, it's the gift that keeps on giving. How about Justin and Drew's brother Aaron Holiday? Happy holidays, everybody, from the holidays.
Let's go Comet. I can't remember anymore. That's the last one for me.
Well, I got one more. How about St. Nicholas, Nick Swaggy P. Young?
Wow. Okay.
St. Nick, everybody.
We got a little loose. Let's get out of here.